Racing games on the tablets and smartphones never really been my cup of tea. I like the trigger, right? I like to hold down the button. But the developers at Lucid are trying something new and different. Or are they, Victor Lucas? This is called 2K Drive. It's published, of course, by 2K.
Yep.
It's an interesting experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's very analogous to what EA has been doing with Real Racing. This game is actually not a free game like Real Racing 3, which is
not cheap.
It's not cheap, and then there are also a lot of built-in boosts and things that you can buy and earn for your vehicles as you sort of progress through the championship modes here and the different kinds of modes that you can play in the game. So there is a little bit of, well, have you tried this? Oh, maybe you want to buy this. You know, hey, how about you take a look at this? Do you want to boost this thing? Don't forget to repair your vehicle after every race. There's a lot of reminders built into this thing where
Spending your coins.
you spend the in-game currency, but you can actually spend some real dollars on this thing. It's a beautiful game when you get into the game experience, but it's also a little antiseptic, and the front-end experience of this thing is so off-putting, it derails any kind of fun that you might have with it almost from the get-go.
I don't like the tilting steering thing.
Right.
I've never been a big fan of the Real Racing 3, and that's really who they're shooting for. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Everything about this game is bland. There's no real personality here. The cars feel like they're empty and hollow. The cities that you're driving through are supposed to look like beautiful vistas, and they seem like
They
they're
do.
cardboard cutouts from Hollywood backlot or
Well,
something. You see like Big Ben standing there in the background. None of it looks real. It's all kind of blurry and pixelated.
There are a lot of racing enthusiasts out there, and certainly $7 for a racing game isn't a lot of money for people that want to jump in and have a fairly robust experience of collecting and earning and buying all kinds of vehicles and upgrades and customizing your cars as you work your way through, and there are international locations. So you get quite a bit of game for the dough here, but we, as a couple of video game reviewers that have reviewed 1 million racing games, there isn't anything really hooky or brand new with this experience, and I don't think that this brings enough to the table that it's gonna steal too much market share away from Real Racing.
Even when I failed my first race, and I did because I was still kind of getting my feet underneath me and learning the controls,
Yeah.
coins are flying everywhere, stars are flying all over the place. I failed, but somehow I'd leveled up already, and
Yeah.
I just resent that from a game design standpoint. I think sometimes it's okay to let us lose, give us a little bit of a hill to climb before you rush to make us all feel good about ourselves.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that, 2K Drive.
There are lots of better ways to race.
But you're a winner! Coins flying everywhere, stars!
On the mobile platforms. I'm going to give 2K Drive a 6 out of 10.
Why?
What are you giving it?
3.